Hi, this is another LEGO NINJAGO set. It's the biggest LEGO NINJAGO set so far. It's called the Temple of Airjitzu. It requires batteries, and I'll show you how they come in later on in this review. It's recommended for ages 14 plus. It has 2,028 pieces, and it's set number 70751. This is the actual temple itself. First of all, I want to show you how you can separate this temple into 4 main parts. First part is the bridge. We can take out easily by just taking this out like that. There's nothing connecting it. Then there's 2 side buildings. This is the blacksmith shop, and that's the smuggler's market. To unconnect the blacksmith shop, we can just unconnect it like this. There's 2 pins there, and move it along. And the smuggler's market, you can also unconnect easily like this. This is the bridge. First of all, there's 4 gargoyles on here, 2 on either side, and there's also some neat pieces on this bridge. There's nothing really else to say. This is the blacksmith shop. First of all, I like the color scheme, which is brown and blue. There are 2 trees there, one here and one over here. The trees are interesting builds. And over here you can see some stars, which are supposed to represent autumn leaves, which has fallen down from this tall tree over here. There are 2 stories. The first story is basically the main story, and the second story is just like the attic of the place. In the front, you can see some special grass pieces and the flag, which is actually double-sided. And you can see a sticker on the door, which actually opens inwards, like this. This fell out. And you can see that the door opens inwards, which is interesting. On the back of the place, it's actually empty, so you can see what's inside. The door opens like that, but it's kind of dark in the first floor. If you don't want to see the first floor, you can actually just take the whole second floor out, which is easily connected. It's kind of too easily. You can get it out kind of too easily because it's only connected by these 2 studs over here. But now it's really bright now. Actually, kind of bright. There's a lamp, which is an interesting build. There's a table beneath the lamp, and there's a crate with a shovel and a hammer, an anvil, a water bucket, and a furnace, which is actually a really neat build because there's a flame in the bottom, and there's cardboard pieces for the actual furnace, which is unique. And the top story, I'm not taking it off, is nothing really but this rat in the side of the roof here, and this glider, which you can just take out like this and unfold the wings like that. It is a wooden look and 2 bat wings and 2 spears on top, and I'm pretty happy with this whole blacksmith market and the glider. This is a smuggler's market. First of all, the outside, which are nice. The outside is really nice because there are garage door pieces for the roofs, and there's 4 of these, but they do take up a lot of pieces of this set. There's also more of this nice grass piece over here, and that's the entrance of the market. There's also 2 fishing rods on that thing over there, and there's a crab hanging on one. On the back of the thing, you can see the inside more clearly. But before I show you the inside, see these treasure chests lodged over here? Well, you can actually take them out by opening this whole thing, and you can take them out. On this side, the treasure chest has 2 golden Bowie knives and like a pirate sword in it. And on the other side, the treasure chest contains 2 golden shurikens, or maybe shurikens of ice, because Zane is included in this set. And on the back of in the inside there, you can see a hook on the roof, which doesn't really have that much use. There's a barrel with some fish in it, a water fountain, which is a nice build. And in this backpack over here, you can see there's 2 Ninjago playing cards, one of coal and one of wool. Wool is golden, which is nice. On the other thing, you can see some cookies inside. And in the front of the shop, you can see, and here there's loaves of bread, and there are some apples, 2 red and 1 green. And these blade pieces are cool. And there's a lot of cool pieces in this set. And there's also a lot of cool stickers, like this like flag or banner over here that shows that they sell fish, and this one says they sell bread. They don't actually sell. They don't really sell any of the other stuff in this scene. Like I don't know. I think those are eggs and some liquid stuff. And before I get onto the actual temple, here's a fireworks cart. The fireworks cart over here, I mean the wheels over here are nice. And there's a clip on the back where I don't know what for. There's a ladder, and the whole thing is actually built upside down, which is nice. But the main thing you're supposed to do is just actually shoot fireworks in the air, because there's a 6 stud shooter over here, and you can actually shoot them in the air like this. This is the actual temple. On the front of the temple, you see a statue of Sensei Yang over here with a staff. It doesn't really look like a ghost, but that doesn't really matter since it's not the actual thing. It's just a statue. And on the bottom there's steps over here. And there's some stone steps leading to the main story here on the temple. There's some flags with Chinese words there. And you can see the balcony over here. Unfortunately, these are actually connected to the roof. At least I didn't connect them. At least I couldn't connect them to the roofs. And there's sliding doors over here which you can just slide open and get into the first floor. This is the first floor, which is a tea room. You can see a bowl with some random thingies inside, and a teapot there. I'm sorry that the books on the top, I don't know if you have noticed, but they weren't on. But anyway, the pattern on the floor is really nice there. And moving up one floor, and by the way, there's no elevator or ladder or stairs or even like a string or something to get onto the next level. So you kind of have to use your imagination. On the next floor is kind of like a training section, a training room that has a golden sword there and a silver sword there, a combat dummy there with a sticker of some marks, and there's also a bow over here and an arrow that's lodged into it. There's also a nice sticker on the base there, which probably should have been printed, but that's not possible. That's not really possible for Lego. Moving up one story is kind of like a painting room with a transparent cup over there, and there's a canvas over there with a sticker that shows what I think Misako painted there. There's also a stool over here and some books over here. Sorry about those books that fell, but here you can see a nice pattern there. And moving up one story is kind of like the training room with the golden sword here and the silver sword here. And there's a combat dummy with a sticker of some marks and scratches here. And there's a bow and arrow there. And on the base of the thing, on the room, you can see a sticker that shows some wood planks. Moving up one story is like the painting room. There's a cup over here. And there's a canvas which has a painting of what Misako currently has painted. And there's also a bookshelf with some books that I'm going to show you what's inside them. There are 3 books. There's nothing inside of this book. There's a postcard inside of this book. And there's a kind of like a tech device inside of this book. Moving on to the very top of the temple, there's a crate that says cool stuff, hands off. And there's also like a furnace there. Now I'm going to tell you what's inside that crate. Even though it says hands off, if we're ever going to see what's inside, we must open it. So we open it like this, and there's some like planks there. I guess Cole doesn't want you seeing what's inside. And inside there is just like a hair comb or a brush and a camera over here. And now my favorite feature of this set is actually below the first floor, like in the basement or an underground chamber over here. It's a shadow theater. There's a knob on the side, which doesn't actually do anything, just turn it around. However, if you actually press this in, you can open the light brick inside. That's what the batteries are for in this set. And if you turn this knob, now you can see a shadow puppet theater. This is supposed to represent the Great Devourer. There's flames supposed to represent the damage created by the Great Devourer. There's mountain in the background and cloud in the background. And those two figures there are supposed to be Wu and Garmadon. This is the actual movie, which is actually very nice. And these are the 12 figures, minifigures in the set. Left to right is Deep Stone, Kai, Jay, Cole, Zhang, Lloyd, Nia, Temple, Wu, Misako, Jesper, Claire, Postman, and Darius. My favorite out of all of these is definitely one of the exclusive figures, so it's either Wu, Misako, Jesper, Postman, Claire, or Darius. I think my favorite is actually the Postman because you see a Postman Sachem over there? The Sachem is actually really neat because you can't actually get it on. You just have to kind of like raise his arm, and then you can slide it in because it's kind of rubbery. And this is the backs of the figures. Nothing really special. Most of the ninjas' backs are basically covered by the scabbards. And you can see the Postman Sachem more clearly over here. That's it for this review. Thanks for watching and please stay tuned for more reviews coming up soon.